The world has enough to provide for every human being that's alive. It looks like we're going back to a time period in human history where people are not going to have to do manual labor. All this idea of manual labor, that a person has to work in terms of physically work and work the land to gain fruit and to gain vegetation, it's all post the expulsion from the Garden of Eden. We'll reach a point where we're going to be back in the Garden of Eden, and the only thing we have to do is Torah mitzvahs, spiritual nourishment, and practice spirituality, and not only just know Hashem, but to experience Hashem. Now you're saying, what happens to jobs? And what happens to finances and living? Everyone can find a plot of land and everyone can find enough food. And now we can focus on spirituality. We live in such a different paradigm that for us this is very frightful. This is like, what do you mean I don't have to work? So how am I going to make a living, and how am I going to provide for my family? Yeah, that's the way we think now, but we're thinking in a state of exile. What happens if you don't have to work and you have everything you have? We can't equate those two. To us, in our minds, in the exile state of mind, that's what we understand this world, that strive and movement and growth is, manipulating the physical world and receiving what we need. But maybe this is a different paradigm. We don't know what it's going to look like, and it seems to us that it's going to be days without desire, because I don't have desire, I don't have longing, I don't have to create anything. But we'll have spiritual desire, spiritual experiences. So let's hope we get to that place.